Your time to make it as a professional footballer is running out. This is a race, and so if you want to win it, you have to improve as quick as possible, as much as possible. And if you pick the wrong things to work on, then you'll never make it. Today, I'll reveal the single one skill that will give you the most improvement the fastest. There are millions of things you could do to improve. I could argue that stretching for 7 hours a day would improve you as a footballer because you'll become more flexible and you'll reduce the risk of injury. But this is the problem. You're looking for everything you can do to improve you, when what you need to be looking for is the few things you can do to give you the biggest improvement. And this is the example we'll look at. Let's do a little self-assessment right now. I want you to think about your strong foot. Think about your first touch, passing, your shooting, your dribbling, all them attributes just with your strong foot. What would you rate it out of 10? If you've been playing football for a while now, then it's probably at least a 7, maybe an 8, 9 out of 10. Now I want you to do the exact same test, but think about your weak foot. So all the same skills, but rated out of 10 for your weak foot. It's probably a lot lower, right? So maybe it's a 2, 3, maybe a 4 out of 10. Now what I want you to think about is what would improve you most overall as a football player? Getting your strong foot from an 8 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10, or getting your weak foot from a 2 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10. It's pretty obvious, right? When I look at footballers just like you, they have this one gaping hole in the game. There isn't a single more important skill in the entire game than your weak foot, yet you don't train it. Think about how stupid that really is. You're halving your options on the pitch every time you go out there without having a good weak foot. And I know for sure that you've been told this before, but you haven't acted on it. But hopefully when framed like this, you can realise that you can't afford to not work on it. If you want to go pro, it's a race and you have to improve as fast and as much as possible. And I guarantee you that the one skill you need to work on to see that improvement is going to be your weak foot. I'm not sure why, but most players work on the shooting, their dribbling, their first touch, all of them skills. Weak foot just seems to slip through the cracks for whatever reason. And that's fine as long as you make that change today. Weak foot is also the fastest way to improve any coach or any scout. When you have a scout thinking to themselves, what footed is this player? You've already won. It's a massive plus. So at this point now you have two options, two ways that you can improve your weak foot fast. Option 1 is copying a challenge that I did recently. 7 days, weak foot only training, every single day, train 1 hour. I'll link the video below where I did this challenge, but trust me, you do not need to watch it. It's as simple as training with only your weak foot for 7 days. Don't overcomplicate it. By the end of that 7 days, trust me, everything will be entirely different and you'll start using your weak foot more naturally. The second option you have is doing 1 weak foot only session per week. This approach won't be as fast, but it'll be better in the long term. And what's to say that you couldn't do both options? 7 days of weak foot only and then 1 per week. Don't worry about anything else, what drills to do, what sessions to do. Just play football for an hour each day with just your weak foot. Once you've done that and you've went from a 3 to a 7, then you can start looking at the little details and the best drills to do. All we need to do right now is get you up to that 7. If you'd like me to help you develop your weak foot and your technique in general so that you can reach the professional level and sign your first contract just how I did, check out the first link in the description. My program can start completely for free. I'll help you out there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.